Next, we will look at some corollaries. So first, let's define what a corollary is. A corollary is a statement that has been deduced from a previously proven statement. Okay, so let's say if you have proven a statement, it's called a theorem. So a statement that has been deduced from a theorem is called a corollary. For example, we are going to look at the first corollary, and this is involving rectangles. So the first one is each angle of a rectangle is 90 degrees, and we have to prove that. First, we know that for a parallelogram to be a rectangle, at least one of its angles should be 90 degrees. So given that, let's see if we can prove all the remaining angles are also 90 degrees. So ABCD is a rectangle, we have been given that, and angle B is 90 degrees as you see here. So we have to prove angle A equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to 90 degrees. So we have to prove the remaining three angles are also 90 degrees. So we know that this is a parallelogram and AB is parallel to CD. So BC becomes the transversal. So angle B and angle C are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So if these two are the parallel lines and BC is the transversal, this angle and this angle are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, and the sum of those angles is 180 degrees. So angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. But we know that angle B is 90 degrees. So angle C becomes 180 minus 90. So angle C is also 90 degrees. Right? And this is a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. So here angle C should be equal to angle A, which is 90 degrees. Right? So that is what we have sent here. And similarly, angle B should be equal to angle D, which is again 90 degrees, because angle B equal to 90, which has been given. So we have proven that angle A, angle C, angle D are all 90 degrees, just like angle B. So in a rectangle, all four angles are 90 degrees. The next corollary that we are going to look at is the diagonals of a rectangle are in equal length. So we have to prove that AC is equal to BD. AC and BD are two diagonals, and we have to prove that they are equal in length. So we know that AB is equal to CD, right? Because this is a parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. And angle B and angle C are 90 degrees because they are angles of a rectangle. And BC is the common side for the two triangles ABC, for triangle ABC and triangle BDC. BC is the common side, and AB and CD are corresponding sides of those two triangles. They are equal, and BC is the common side. So what we have is the two triangles are congruent based on the side angle side theorem. So the two sides and the included angle of the two triangles are equal. So these two triangles are congruent by SAS theorem. So that means AC and BD, which are the two corresponding sides of those two congruent triangles, must also be equal. So AC is equal to BD. So hence we have proven that the diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length. Next, we are going to look at another corollary. This is called the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. What does that mean? So we have been given a parallelogram ABCD, as you have seen, and we have also been given four angle bisectors. So we have this AP, which is the bisector of A, and BP, which is the bisector of B, DR, the bisector of D, and CR, the bisector of C. So and these four bisectors intersect each other. We have to prove that the figure formed by the intersection of these four bisectors PQRS is a rectangle. So let's try to prove this. We know that angle A plus angle B is 180 degrees because they are consecutive angles of a parallelogram, and half A plus half B is equal to half of 180 degrees, right? Because angle A plus angle B is 180 degrees. If you take half on both sides, you will have half A plus half B equal to half of 180, which is 90 degrees. But we know that half A is nothing but angle PAB, because this is a bisector. AP is the bisector which divides the angle A into two halves. So angle PAB is equal to half of angle A. So here we have replaced half of angle A with angle PAB, right? So these two are equal. Similarly, half of angle B is nothing but angle PBA. So this one, this angle. So that is half of angle B. So angle PAB plus angle PBA equal to 90 degrees. So now let us look at this triangle APB, right? We have been given that half A plus half B is 90 degrees. So half A plus half B plus angle APB. Half A is nothing but angle PAB. Angle PAB plus angle PBA plus angle APB is equal to 180 degrees. So but we know that these two angles sum to 90 degrees. So substituting that, we have 90 plus angle APB equal to 180. So angle APB is 180 minus 90. So this is 90 degrees. So we have proven that this angle is 90 degrees. Similarly, we can prove that all the other angles are also 90 degrees based on the same steps that we have taken here, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So for example, in order to prove this 90 degrees, what we are going to do is we are going to consider this triangle DRC, right? This triangle, and we are going to say half D plus half C is 90 that we know, plus angle DRC is equal to 180 because sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, right? So this angle plus this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degrees, but we know this angle plus this angle is 90 degrees. So this angle becomes 180 minus 90, which is 90. So in this way we can prove the other two angles are also 90 degrees. So one thing to note is when we try to prove that in these two angles cases, which is PSR and PQR, it's not as direct as the other two angles where we have proven them to be 90 degrees. If you observe, we can prove that half C plus half B plus this angle is equal to 180, and then we'll prove that this angle is 90 degrees, right? But if you observe, this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles, right? So this is like an indirect way of saying that this angle is 90 degrees, whereas here we had like a direct way where the two triangles are forming interior angles with this quadrilateral, but whereas here the triangles where we have proven that the angles are 90 are like exterior angles, right? So but what happens is this angle and this angle tend to be vertically opposite. Same thing here, we will prove this is 90 degrees and then we'll say this is vertically opposite to this one, so this one also is 90 degrees. So that is what we are saying here. So in this way we can say the quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle.